You got a bike? Bro, oh, look.
Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Right when I got the bike, he got
all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him. If he's not on the top of his game,
just even played all day. So right before we left, he got on, but he probably played the whole time there, huh?
Veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway here on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Mostert. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. That'll be complete to Donald Driver. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Milano able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter. Robert Woods. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Robert Woods, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 30 base. Hey, come on in here, come get some. Come get some, come on.
On 1st down, Manning. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing now is Manning. Ebron caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Manning, these guys hooking up right away here, Charles. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Dave Casper, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Manning. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Manning now to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Dave Casper, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson, open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mostert. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That one complete to Drover. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Manning. And Manning intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Now Manning to try again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held. Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters, and somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now Manning going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. To throw is Manning. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlight. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Manning going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Keith Bulluck.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kareem Hunt, 61 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Working from the gun, Manning, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson escaping the pressure. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Dave Casper, the intended receiver. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced...
And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Matt Milano make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Driver here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keith Bulluck coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That second down play nets a -4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. The catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Manning. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Manning indeed going for it on fourth. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Throwing is Manning on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Manning to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now it's Wilson eluding the pressure. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the gun, it's Manning. And now here's another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw, it's Manning. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meat.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Dave Casper, the intended receiver. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Manning going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Manning. He completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Manning now on 1st down. That one is caught by Hunt. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds McCoy. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Vigil in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Vigil in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Manning looking to throw it. He finds Hopkins complete. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I decided to do and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day, take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And off we go on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Cousins. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's White. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Dave Casper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins goes underneath here to White. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Mike Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Brady now on first down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down, it's Brady. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing. Cousins. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Terrell Owens, 48 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Brady. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Bang it, bang it.
From midfield, here's Brady. And Walker has him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Brady now on first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Brady. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a carry for White. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Daryl Worley up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Terrell Owens. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Brady. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's complete to Hopkins. 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards, as they are able to cut into that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. Cousins on 1st down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA. Coach, so time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A second down throw for Cousins. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. A first down throw for Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. But it's going to be second down. Cousins now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, here's Mixon. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Brady now on first down. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 13 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Cousins will get that to his tight end, Casper. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Cousins. And he will find T.O. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James White, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On play action, it's Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards now with the... As we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most, that's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
And he's got Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would be a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins again. This one caught by Terrell Owens. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by